What happens when a player combines skill, consistency, and an unflappable nature? We're witnessing that perfect storm this season with a Maple Leafs player who's making headlines for all the right reasons. As he continues to rack up goals and set personal records, the question remains, can he help lead Toronto to the promised land? If you want to stay in the loop about his journey and the team's evolving dynamic, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. William Nylander is giving the Toronto Maple Leafs a fantastic return on investment. For the third consecutive season, he's hit the 40-goal mark, scoring his 40th goal in a victory against the Philadelphia Flyers, reaching that milestone in just 71 games this season. After that, he didn't stop there. In a shootout loss to the San Jose Sharks, he added 2 more goals, setting a new career high with 42 goals. But what really caught the attention of fans and analysts alike was his post-game response after hitting that 40-goal mark. When asked about his performance and the team's play, he delivered a classic Nylander response. I think we played a good 60 minutes, created a lot of offense, and played well defensively. I'm just trying to do what I'm paid to do. That statement perfectly encapsulates his approach to the game, focused, but with a hint of that laid-back demeanor that has become his trademark. With a contract that runs through the 2031-32 season, at an average annual value of $11.5 million, Nylander's deal is beginning to look quite favorable, especially with the salary cap projected to rise in the coming years. His consistent production over the last 3 seasons is a key factor in that assessment. By reaching the 40-goal mark for 3 consecutive seasons, he joins an elite group within the Maple Leafs history, becoming just the 4th player to achieve this feat. The only players who have done it more are Auston Matthews, who reached that milestone 5 times, along with Lanny McDonald and Rick Vaive, who each did it 3 times. Nylander embodies what the Maple Leafs need in a player. While some might find his calm, almost indifferent demeanor frustrating at times, it's also endearing. He approaches the media with a smile, often making light of the pressures that come with being a Maple Leaf. His comments about simply doing what he's paid to do reflect a level of maturity and focus that seems to resonate with fans. John Tavares, his former captain, once remarked on Nylander's ability to remain unfazed. "The ability to ignore things is incredible, one of the biggest things that can destroy the game," he said. That's a quality that not only serves Nylander well, but could also be a guiding light for his teammates, especially those facing the intense scrutiny that comes with playing in a market like Toronto. As the 8th overall pick in the 2014 draft, Nylander had his share of ups and downs early in his career. He made his debut in the 2015-16 season, scoring 6 goals in 22 games. His second season saw him break the 20-goal barrier, finishing with 61 points. After a contract standoff, he returned to a less-than-stellar season, but that moment seemed to ignite his career. Since then, he has averaged just under a point per game, and his last 3 seasons have been nothing short of spectacular, starting with 40 goals and 87 points last year, followed by another 40 goals and 98 points this season. With his current pace, he's on track to finish with 88 points. When you look at his stats, 607 points in 676 career games with the Leafs, it's clear that Nylander has become one of the most consistent offensive players in the league. He continues to do what he's paid to do. And perhaps it's time for all of us to embrace that laid-back attitude as part of what makes him so successful, particularly as he sets new career highs in the first year of that 8-year contract. Now, as fans, we must ask ourselves, is this the right path for the Leafs? With Nylander's contract looking better and better and his performance on the rise, it certainly feels like it. He's not just a player, he's a model for how to navigate the pressures of this franchise. As a passionate fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'm excited to dive into the latest news surrounding our beloved team. It was a surprising moment when Brandon Carlo, the defender for the Maple Leafs, decided to drop the gloves in a surprising bout against Jeff Malott of the Los Angeles Kings. Now, let's be real. Carlo isn't exactly known for his fighting prowess in the NHL. With only 8 fights under his belt over 8 seasons and a concerning history of concussions, his decision to engage was something that raised eyebrows. The fight unfolded quickly, with both players exchanging heavy blows near the Toronto net early in the first period. Malott, making only his second NHL appearance, challenged Carlo, who jumped at the opportunity without hesitation. For almost 25 seconds, they traded punches before the referees stepped in to put an end to the bout. But what really caught Carlo off guard wasn't the fight itself, but the revelation afterward that Jeff's older brother, Mike Malott, is a professional UFC fighter. When asked if he knew about this connection, Carlo's reaction was priceless. No way. Just imagine that moment for him, mixing it up on the ice, and then finding out he was essentially throwing hands with the brother of a guy who's fighting in the octagon. It's a sobering thought, especially considering Carlo's history, having suffered 6 documented concussions. He even expressed gratitude for not getting knocked out, saying, "I'm grateful I'm not out cold right now." It's moments like these that remind us of the inherent risks these players take, especially when they step into the realm of a fight. After the bout, both players were seen sharing laughs and exchanging thumbs-up gestures from their penalty boxes, which showed a level of mutual respect. Carlo said, "I think he appreciated that I stepped in, and I appreciate the same thing from him. This camaraderie is what makes hockey so special, despite the physicality of the game." In terms of the game itself, the Maple Leafs came out on top against the Kings, winning 3-1, with goals from Austin Matthews and 2 from John Tavares. This victory was more than just a win in the standings. It was a crucial step in the right direction for the Leafs, helping them reclaim first place in the Atlantic Division, with a record of 44-25-4 and 92 points. The Florida Panthers are right on their heels with 91 points, though it's worth noting that Florida has 1 game in hand. Now, let's analyze the implications of these recent events. The Leafs' ability to stand up for each other on the ice, as demonstrated by Carlo's willingness to fight, signifies a unity that can translate into stronger performances down the line. The emotional connection and respect these players show for one another can be a game-changer as we head into the playoffs. Do you think this was the best decision for Carlo? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, it shows a willingness to protect teammates and engage physically, which can rally the team. On the other hand, with his concussion history, is it worth the risk? I want to hear your thoughts on this. As we look ahead, the Maple Leafs need to capitalize on this momentum. Will this camaraderie and fight translate into more consistent performances? Or could it lead to potential injuries down the line? The stakes are high, and every decision made now will have lasting implications for the playoffs, the team's future, and ultimately, our dreams as fans. And you? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you feeling optimistic about the direction the team is headed? Do you share my concerns about the physical toll on players like Carlo? Let's spark that conversation. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all things Toronto Maple Leafs. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Your support means everything as we continue to navigate this exciting NHL season together.